Yes, 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 yes. It is Wednesday. It feels weird saying it's a Wednesday. I'm usually here live on Fridays, but we changed the show to Wednesdays. My name is Mike Trampy, aka the Producer Whisperer. This is Road to 1 Million Streams. Happy to have you guys here. We got two incredible guests. One is only here right now, so we may be rocking out with just one. But we did have two incredible guests. But the man, the myth, the legend, pilotkid is in the house. Pilotkid, what's up, brother?
What's up, man? How you doing?
I'm wonderful, man. I really appreciate you, jumping on this show and taking part, man. I'm excited to learn.
Yeah, happy to be here. You're the real man, myth, the legend, bro. I'm hyped to meet you.
I try, bro. I've been doing this for a long time, so I would hope. I hope I'm that by now. If not, I'm doing something wrong.
There's only one producer whisperer.
Hey, man, that's funny. That started as a joke too, which is hilarious, and
Really?
it's kind of just transpired into something dope. So I rebranded myself.
That is, yeah, hell yeah.
You got to rebrand yourself every couple years, man. That's how it is. You know what I'm saying? So, Fewtile is supposed to be here. Hopefully, everything is good with him. We will rock out either way. But I was excited to have him on. Congrats to him hitting 1 million streams as well. So, yeah. So, guys, if you have not seen this show before, it's been a minute. We used to do it on Fridays once a month. But basically, we're just highlighting members who hit 1 million streams, right? So we kind of talk to them about their processes, how they got started in music, tricks, gems, all that good stuff. And then obviously we listen to music as well, so we can hear what the sound, what the music sounds like and kind of, what they're putting out and why they are so successful. So that's kind of like the gist of the show if you haven't seen it. I've learned so much talking to the community over the years. Oh, it looks like Fewtile is here. Let's see if we can get him added. Oh, he left. All right. We'll see if we can get him back. But I've learned so much about just the production community, the producer community, and like the platform myself, and so many cool things that producers are doing that I wasn't aware of. So I would definitely pay attention, make notes, and we'll get to hear these guys' stories. Pilotkid, I mean, obviously, we'll start with you since you're on.
Yeah.
If Fewtile jumps on, we'll swing it back to him. But I mean, just like, first off, just introduce yourself and let people know where you're from and kind of, how you got your start in music. I mean, I see, obviously, you're from, are you born and raised in LA? I know you reside in LA now, but was it born and raised or kind of where did you grow up?
I grew up 3 hours north of LA in Fresno. So, like, I mean, I was familiar with LA. My parents are from LA. So, like, I have a bunch of family in LA and everything like that. So it was always like a city, like a dream city for me, because Fresno's like nothing happening, bro. There's no music scene. It's just mad small.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, but born and raised in California. I've been here my whole life, and I've been living in LA for just over a year now. So it's like still pretty new.
And how old are you, mind me asking? If you don't want to share, all right, that's cool too.
I'm 23.
You're young. All right, man. You're young and in the game, man. Young to me, at least. Now, that's dope, man. I just want to give people context of ages and how long you've been doing stuff to really give people a gauge of, listen, this stuff doesn't happen overnight. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're still in a stage of transforming into what you want to be and where you want to go. So it's always good to give people context of that stuff.
That's something I definitely want to, like, as I move forward, want to, like, push on to people that, like, as, like, that all this is like what you were saying about like timing and everything like that. Like, I really, like, I know people worry about, like, should I go to college? Should I focus on music and everything? Bro, I have a degree. It's not in here, but I graduated 2020. Like, and in the course of my senior year is when BeatStars took off of college. Like, it was like divine timing. But I say that to say that, like, I've been doing this, like, school, music, work, everything since, like, for years now. It's been over 6 years that I've been making beats. So, like, to anybody watching, I really want to be like, that's why I go so hard too, because I really want to be like like the poster child for somebody that, like, if you're going to school, like, you live in the middle of nowhere, whatever, like college, all this stuff, like, I'm like a living testament to that. Like, I did it and I moved past it and I'm still going, and like all just like, as long as you're just focused on the mission, like, nothing's getting in the way, bro. I used to wake up at 6 a.m. to go to school. And then I'll be at school all day, and then go to work from 2 to 6. And then after that, have time for the gym. Then after that, make beats. But in between that, bro, I was listening to samples, like, on the car ride, on my commute. I had a 40-minute commute. Like, I would listen to samples on the way there. I don't recommend this, but I would, like, be making beats in class and, like, have one earphone on and one ear in the other. Like, I would just figure out a way to, like, make it happen. Like, just squeezing every little moment. So like, yeah, to anybody watching this is like who's in that similar position, I promise, like you could do it.
No, absolutely, man. And I think we're in such a awesome time because you can do music anywhere now, man. And
Yeah,
when I was growing up, not to show my age, but it was completely different. You know what I mean? Like you had to be locked into a major city. You had to be locked in with certain people. If you didn't have those relationships or so-called gatekeepers, like you had no chance. But now it's so open, and not to brag, but BeatStars has opened that. It has given people the ability to build their own business, to meet people from around the world, and be
yeah,
able to live in a small town or go to school or not go to school or whatever it is.
yeah.
It's dope, man. So it's really cool to see your journey. So
Appreciate
let's
that.
let's 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 rewind a tad. You said you've been making beats for 6 years. I'm gonna take a
Yeah.
wild guess here. Did you start on FL Studio?
Nah, bro. No way.
Thank you,
Hey.
man. Every show I do, it's always FL Studio. I was trying to find the one person who didn't start on FL Studio.
No,
It's
I
all good
mean,
though. I love
love
FL
the
Studio.
FL though. Yeah,
Yeah.
love the FL. People be going crazy, but it's not even. I didn't even know what that was. Like, it's not even like that. It's just I saw a YouTube video of J. Cole making Power Trip, and I bought everything he had in there. Like, he was on a MacBook Pro, so I got that, and he was using Logic, that if he was using FL, I would have gotten FL, but he was using Logic, so I got Logic, and then he had this MIDI controller, and I bought that, and I was like, if he can make Power Trip, then I was like, I'm just about to go crazy with everything that he just had. Um, so that's the reason why I started off on Logic and not FL. But I'm on Ableton now. I've been on Ableton for 2 years.
That's dope, man. So 6 years ago, how did you get into it, man? Like, what was your childhood like? I mean, you said where you grew up, but like parents, family members, anything like that with musical influence. I always like to find out if there's any music in the family that kind of got
Yeah.
passed down, or how did you get inspired to even want to make beats?
So just my brother, really, honestly. I wouldn't say that I have anybody in my family that's musically inclined like that. Um, but he got me really into rap and like rock at the time and stuff like that. So I would be listening to whatever he had. And he had a drum set. So he kind of taught me how to play a little bit. I was playing drums in middle school, kind of like a little bit, just like my favorite songs or whatever. And then like he put me on to like I remember one of the first albums I ever listened to, like I was in love with, was the Carter 3. And like just listening to that over and over. That kind of started my journey, bro. And yeah, I just was super into music, bro. I was kind of solitary a little bit as a kid. So like whatever I would be doing in my room, whether it was like, I don't know, whatever it was, I would just be like super into music. I don't know what it was. I used to like, so I didn't know like about Googling lyrics at the time or everything. So I had this little boombox that my grandma got me for my birthday. It was a
Shout out to
Christmas.
your grandma.
Yeah, shout out to grandma. And my brother would burn me off like some of his favorite rap songs, like "Hypnotize" was on there by Biggie, and like
Let's go.
I remember that one specifically, and 6 foot, 7 foot, and I would like listen to it and write down all the lyrics. Like that was a thing for me. I don't know, like I was a weird kid. Like I would do that and then like pause it and try to write down lyrics. So I would have my lyric sheet. And I would learn all these rap songs. Like I just thought it was fun. Like I don't know, like that's kind of how it started. And then like my music journey, and eventually I got into band in middle school, and so like that kind of took over my life. Like I was into sports for a little bit, but once high school started, like I just gave that up to be like in every jazz band. And like ever since then, bro, it's just been like crazy, like just super involved with music. Like there's nothing else I'd rather be doing. Like I can't think of, it's almost to my detriment because I have like ADHD. So there's not like, from the moment I go to sleep and then when I wake up in the morning, it's just music, bro. Like it just doesn't stop. So like I would say initially that's where it started, but yeah.
Same, bro. I have something wrong with me. I don't know if it's ADHD or
Yeah.
what. Not necessarily something wrong, but it is a gift and a curse. You can never turn off that brain to stop
Yeah,
thinking
bro.
about music, and that's all I think about all day: music, marketing, how to get better, how to do this. Like, but
Yeah.
it is a gift and a curse, man, because I feel like it gives you just more of an edge, and you're just always on top of things and
Yeah,
always looking for the next thing. But at the same time, you're like, damn, I just want to sleep. Why can't I stop thinking about this shit?
yeah, for
But
sure.
but no, that's dope, man. So, what did you play in the band? I'm curious. What instruments?
I played trombone. I got it over there.
Fire.
Yeah, so yeah, that was my thing I started learning guitar in middle school. But see, like, this is like the type of thing, but I'm telling you, like mad solitary. Like, so my cousin got a guitar for his birthday, like it had been like 6th or 7th grade, bro. And like everybody was like downstairs having the birthday party thing and over there, bro. I was like in his room. I remember I went on YouTube and I taught myself how to play One by Metallica. Like just also like that's kind of how my guitar journey started. But yeah, trombone in high school, a little bit of guitar. I'm trying to learn the keys, but that's hard. I mentioned drums earlier. But the trombone, I just picked it because drums, I was gonna be drums, but you had to learn the bells for like 2 years, and I wasn't trying to do that. Um, so yeah, trombone. I was supposed to go to college for music, but I ended up not going. Um, just I got a degree in psychology instead.
I think it's worked out, bro. I think you're okay.
Beat that.
Oh shit, we got Fewtile in the house. We got Fewtile in the
Futile.
house.
Shout out to boy.
Fewtile in the house. What up,
What's
Fewtile?
up? Hey, man. Sorry, I
Yeah,
didn't
just
have a link, so I didn't know how to join.
oh really? I sent you the email. You must have. I don't know what happened. But
Really?
it's all good. Yeah,
Like,
no, it's all
sorry.
good, man. No worries. No, you're good, man. Listen, you
I'm
gotta
here.
stroll into the stream late. You know what I mean? Casually late. That's how we do it around here. No, man, great to have you on. We're just me and Pilot are just talking about his journey. I'm just gonna finish up kind of with how he got started in music, and then would love to hear kind of how you got into everything.
Sure, let's go.
But Pilot Kid, you said something that I don't think is weird at all. You said you used to write down lyrics as a kid.
Yeah.
And I think that's actually really cool because I think what you were doing as a kid, you were training yourself to actually understand lyrics and pockets and actually like how artists write to a beat. So it's probably actually helped you.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, it's kind of like, but it was funny though, bro, because like Biggie was rapping so fast, like especially in Hypnotize, like I specific and at the end of 6 foot 7 foot, bro, I would make up words. Like I didn't know what they were saying. So I would just like there'd be like a bunch of gibberish and stuff like that, like inside the lyrics. Like probably none of it was right, but it was just something that was fun. I just thought it was so cool. And I remember, yeah, like the first song I ever learned how to rap was 6 foot 7 foot by Lil Wayne. And I just thought I was like just walking around, I was like, damn, like I got that in the bag. And then it became like a game of like trying to learn different songs and stuff like that.
We're so spoiled. We're spoiled now, bro. You just go to Genius to get the lyrics. You don't have to write them down. Like there were so many things you had to do to get better at music and have an understanding of it. So
yeah, bro. My parents were not trying to let this little kid on their computer and like download some viruses and stuff. So I had to do it the hard way.
That's what I was doing. And calling like random countries by accident and have like a $4,000 phone bill. True story. Yeah. But I'll leave that for another time. Amazing story, dude. So Fewtile, man. Same question. I didn't get the question. I'll break it down for you. But basically just kind of how did you get your start in music overall? Did you have somebody within your family or friends that, was in music or involved with music that kind of inspired you? Pilot Kid,
definitely
was inspired by his brother. So let us know kind of what year was that, like, and kind of how you got into it.
Yeah, I'm actually coming from a real musical family. Like my dad is a drummer, and my brother plays the keys. So I always had, and he's older than me, so I always had that around me. And I remember when I was like 16, 15, a friend of mine gave me a copy of FL Studio. I actually started with FL. But
I told you.
Because everybody's starting with FL. But now I switched to Ableton actually. Yeah, then I was messing around with it, but it was so difficult. Like, I don't know, I was so confused. But like after a year, I got back into it, and from then I pretty much always made music. So I've already making music for a long time.
What year would you say it was? What year, or did you mention that? I might have missed that, but what
How
year
old
do you
I
think
was? I think 15, 16, I guess. I'm 25 now.
25.
So,
okay.
Yeah.
Dope. Yeah,
I tried so many genres, but I ended up making rap beats, I guess.
Hey, man, it all worked out. Like I was telling Pilotkid, it seems like it all worked out for you guys, so that's good, man.
Yeah.
I noticed something interesting about you guys too. You guys both joined in the same year, BeatStars, that is. You both joined in 2018. Now, it's kind of spread out. You joined in March of 2018, and Pilotkid joined in November, the end of November, almost December, so almost the end of the year. So a little bit spread out, but the same year, technically. So I thought that was kind of interesting. And I think 2018 was really a big year. If I'm not mistaken, I think that's the year Old Town Road might have came out. Maybe
so
2019.
I had no idea about that. I know for sure my first beat was uploaded like on YouTube, BeatStars, everything, June, like 20 something. 20.
At least you remember the month. I just remember like 3 years something.
Yeah, I know for a fact it was June 2019. So yeah,
fire. Absolutely fire.
But,
yeah, I wanted to go through some of your guys' stats just to give some context to people watching. Something that I've noticed doing, this is I think the 14th or 15th episode of the show, and every single thing that people have similar is the amount of tracks they have up, and I think that speaks volumes of consistency and just having a big catalog. So Fewtile, you have 335 tracks up. In pilotkid, you have 379. Now, give or take some, I'm sure you've probably uploaded, deleted, maybe sold an exclusive here and there. I'm sure there's probably more. But I'll start with you, Fewtile, just because you just came in. But like, what do you think? Like, why is that so important to have a catalog of that size and that consistency? What do you think it does for you as a producer in a business?
It's just important, like, to have a big catalog so people get to know your brand, I guess. Because I remember, like, the first year, it was so hard for me to create a followership. Yeah.
What about you, pilotkid? I mean, is it something you were aiming to do, or was just kind of you were just plugging stuff away, and it just happened to be almost 400 beats over this time frame? Or was it something you're really aiming to do?
So it just kind of happened. Like, I'm talking from, honestly, it was not that long ago, bro. I want to say that like my BeatStars kind of went up like super fast, like, or at least faster than some other people. But like, what, like a cheat code gem that I have now is like I upload everything, every single beat, like just let it go, because it does no good sitting on your hard drive for nobody to hear it. Like at least one other person can hear it if it's on your BeatStars. Like you never know. But apart from that, when I was starting off, it would be like I had a schedule. I got to get a beat up every day. Like I don't care what it is. And then so it just started to be like, I would say just consistency. Now I'm on a schedule where like I upload. I'm making beats all the time, and like my YouTube schedule is Monday, Wednesday, Friday now. But like whatever, there's a lot of beats on my BeatStars that never make it to YouTube. And like it's the same thing. Like I said, like I just can't throw those beats away. Like I have to put them somewhere, you know what I mean? Like, because you really never know. And like one of my biggest beat is a testament to that, because I almost never dropped it. And like that single beat, like I just needed an upload for my schedule on YouTube, and this is like sub 1,000 subscribers. And then like both on YouTube and BeatStars, like that beat went like, it's my biggest beat. So like it just went stupid, and like I almost never did it. So it's just like you never know, bro. Like trust me, like,
It's so true.
Like,
I remember my first beat going viral. It's the same thing.
I wish I knew when the hits were, and like I think I know, but I never really know, bro. It's like the people always take it like crazy, you know what I mean? It's kind of out of, because once you put it to the world, it's out of your hands. So I would say like the reason my catalog got so crazy just because like I just nothing. What's the worst that's gonna happen? Somebody doesn't listen to it. It's like, all right, that's fine. Nobody's gonna listen to it anyways on the hard drive. But best case scenario goes crazy. You sell a lease, whatever, like, you know what I mean? It's only up, I think.
Which beat was it, Lucy or Visions?
Yeah, it was Lucy. Visions, God, dude, somebody, I don't know yet, but somebody is going in on Visions, and that song is going to be legendary. Like, that's just one of those ones, bro. But it was Lucy, yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking at your stuff, man, and you are right about not putting everything up on YouTube, because you have 379 tracks on BeatStars and 355 on YouTube. So yeah. I did the math. I counted them all. No, I have a two buddy. It told me, but I was able to see what the difference was, because I was curious. I look at this stuff, man, and I thought that was really, really interesting. Fewtile, though, man, your YouTube's ridiculous, man. I was looking at your stuff. I mean, listen, I've been following you guys for a while now, but I really dug in for the show. Obviously, I really like to understand what you guys are doing. And you have beats that have 8 million, 5 million, multiple 3 millions, multiple millions. Like how the hell did that happen, man? And let's talk about the driving factor of YouTube. Listen, YouTube is still the biggest. Still the biggest. So
it's great. I don't even know why. I remember this one beat, my beat Balenciaga. I don't know if you've seen it. That was the first one that popped off on my channel. And I was so scared, because I remember I majored like I sampled a major hit. And I just uploaded on YouTube, and I expected to get it to like, I don't know, 2K views or something. But then it started to go crazy, and I don't know, it was so weird. I was so scared, like, please don't give me a copyright strike or anything. but yeah, from then my channel started to gain so much attraction. And then I had another one that went to like 3 million views, my Bando beat. And then one went to 5 million, and my best one, Bob, is at 8 million now. It's crazy. I don't even like this beat that much. I mean, it's okay, I guess, but I have others I like way better. But you never know. Like pilotkid said, it's
exactly what he was saying. You just never know, so it's important to get that stuff up. And
I think what really helped my channel and me is I found like I'm basically only uploading Tiger type beats, and I think I found my niche with that, and that really helped my channel, because I guess I was there at the right time. So I kept uploading this, and yeah.
that's a point I was going to go into. So let's just talk about it and see what you
Okay.
guys think. So, not specifically Taiga type beats, but just any type of niche that you can, or niche, either way, same thing. Tomato, tomato. Anywho, why is that important? And do you think everybody should be focused on that? Because I get this question all the time. It says, well, I love making these types of beats, but I get all the traffic to these types of beats. So what I tell people is, listen, make whatever you want. End of the day, you want to be happy and make the music you love, right? But if you're a business owner and you have a product that everybody's coming to you for, you should probably pay attention and maybe shift some of your focus, not all, some of it, to that. Would you agree? You just said you make, mainly Tiger type beats. Why do you think that's important, man? And like, how have you handled that, I guess, over the time? And then pilotkid, same question to you once he's done.
Yeah, like when I started uploading, I didn't really focus on Tiger type beats in particular, but I noticed the people since that beat, the people wanted it from me. So I kept uploading it, and then it actually was really great for me too, because I really liked what I did there, and I just kept doing that. Yeah.
For sure. Pilotkid, what about you, Ben? How do you feel about that?
So I have a very interesting theory about this, and
okay.
So you described it perfectly, Mike. That if it's a spectrum, I'm a business, I'm an artist, and you got to find somewhere in the middle. You know what I mean? I am very much I'm an artist, and as you can see, it might be to my detriment because if you're a business, you got to think about the YouTube algorithm catching you, whatever. I always went it you could go right now to my channel, bro. It's all over the place. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But it ended up working out for me because like you said, it just depends on what you do. Me personally, for my own sanity, I have to make whatever I feel. It has to be, bro. I make Calvin Harris type beats. Baby, if you look at my top,
That's awesome.
It's Tame Impala, Baby Keem, Tyler the Creator, and then Travis or some shit. And it's those are completely way out there. You know what I mean? But for me, I had the most fun, and I'm on this side of the spectrum. Does it hurt my business? Probably. Is there some things I could be doing to get into the algorithm more? 100%, bro. I have friends that are all the way on this side that are killing it. Break down every analytic this and that. It's that is it just really depends on your goals and what your happiness is. If you run it like this, that's your happiness. There's no right answer. It just depends on really whatever you want to do. For me, I didn't get into it with that in mind. I just was posting beats just because I didn't know where else to put them, and it went crazy. And then so that was my always that's true to me. But for some people, running it up is crazy. And that feels amazing. And just getting those I don't have a YouTube video with millions of views. You know what I mean? But
532,000.
Yeah, and I'm sure.
So awesome.
Fucking, that's amazing.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I appreciate it, bro.
Only 530,000,
I'm sure if I focused in on a niche and I really played the game the way it is, I could get that. But I'm okay. I know I'm aware of that. I'm not mad at it. And man, I wish I was up there. I understand what I'm doing, and I know as long as everything's fine.
That's really cool though, because sometimes I feel that's my only lane I can upload, and I'm always a little scared if I try different stuff, because I've tried to, and then I can tell it gets less attraction, and that's cool. Should I go back to my niche again or no? And that's sometimes
for
I
me,
don't know, should I try new stuff?
To get out of that, I had to learn how to just I don't know how this is gonna come across, but I had to just learn to ignore the numbers and
to not care. Yeah,
because you could really drive yourself crazy. And at the end of the day, bro, I was telling Mike, since day one, music has been my one thing that I've loved in my entire life, bro. And if I lost the love for that because of work, or if I just drain myself out on it, bro, I don't know what I would do. Honestly, this is the only thing in this world that I truly love and care about. So it's
exactly the same for me.
For me, it's I don't need that extra 50, 100K. It's okay. I'm chilling. I'm good. And it's not complacent or anything, but it's maybe it's going to take a little longer, but I'd rather just be true to myself and be honest like that. And now it's at the point where it's I think I have 35K right now on YouTube, which is not insane, but it's
Great.
I could drop whatever I want because I built up my audience to be acceptant of everything. You know what I mean? I have a very wide audience. So maybe it's a longer come up, but it's more
But then at least it's consistent, then it's great.
Yeah, I could drop pretty much any type of vibe, and I have somebody that's like, oh, I want you for that, or I want you for that. You know what I mean? But like I said, it's just a balance, and it really depends on what you want to do. But it's a balance of following the statistics and then following what you really like. At the end of the day, it comes down to the music. So I think if you just learn how to find that balance, you could really stress yourself out and drive yourself crazy. A lot of guys do. Like, I know a lot of producers in this game that like burn themselves out or just like are not happy with the thing that they love, and now that's like the biggest tragedy to me. So it's like,
yeah,
just at the end of the day, the end goal is happiness. So whatever that looks like to you, just focus on that.
Dude. Let me ask you guys a question, and might be more of a pilot kid question, since you're making all sorts of different stuff all the time. But when you're creating, when you go to make a beat, do you have an artist in mind already, or do you just create and then come up with the tags and the type beat and stuff? I just saw a comment come through, and I think all of us at some point were guilty of this thinking. I'm going to put the comment on the screen.
Yeah.
I can't seem to make type beats, just my type beats.
That's good. Yeah, that's what I do.
So let's just clarify exactly what a type beat is for everybody, right? So I don't think anybody's saying copy a style or do anything like that and only try to make something for, based on what somebody else sounds like. I think, and you guys can clarify this and follow up, but, it's about creating the music you want to create and making dope music and then thinking about who you can hear on it after you make that beat. Right. And that's where type beats come from. So at the end of the day, everybody on this call, not including me, makes their own type beats because you're making the music you want and the music you love. So I just want to clarify that just because you're using SEO type beats, that's what it is, SEO. Yeah. That doesn't mean you have no originality. And I think that's a huge problem. It used to be a huge problem. It's gotten so much better. So I don't know. I guess just follow up. Let me take that comment off the screen.
It's never been that for me because so every time I try to do that, it never works. I never get beat block because the only time I do get beat block is when I try to create something very, very specific, like this type beat. You know what I mean? It was never like that. I would always me and my friends like Stoic Beats or Eerie Skies, sometimes one of our biggest problems is I made this beat, but I don't know who I hear in it. You know what I mean? And so it's we'll just put random whatever. So definitely I think about it after because that's the only time I ever run into a creative block. Once that Tame Impala beat went crazy, I had so many industry people and label people trying to tell me, yo, we need this, this. And then every time I would sit down to do it, I was now it just feels like work. I don't want to, when I did that, it was fun. And you know what I mean? So it's it just really depends, bro. It just comes to me. When I sit down, I just make something. And maybe I am on that vibe in a certain day and I can do it. But for me, trying to create a specific type of vibe, it just depends, bro. It depends on the loop too. But it's for me, some of my biggest things sound nothing like any type beat, bro. I just got his placement with Snot and Joey Badass, and the beat was a Kanye Tyler type beat. Snot has never jumped on a beat like that. Joey has never jumped on a beat like that. But because of me making something weird, now we have this new thing that doesn't exist and stands out, and it's not another whatever, and it's not another pocket. So it's just I don't know. Me personally, I always label it after. But yeah, I guess it just really depends on what I'm trying to do. If I have a sample, it's going in a certain direction. Obviously, I can tell I'm gonna, do that, stuff like that. But again, it's a balance. You know what I mean? The only time I ever really run into creative block is if I box myself in, pretty much. You know what I mean? Because then I'm limited, and then it's I
think that happens a lot too, man. I think producers tend to think they only can use artists as kind of their tags, but there's nothing wrong if you're making a beat, but you don't hear any specific person on it, but you feel damn, this beat is extremely angry. You can call it an extremely angry type beat. Giving somebody a kind of a breakdown or a definition of what you feel like you could hear on it or whatever it is. There's so many genres and moods and different things that you can swap, but me personally, if I was creating, I would probably do the titling after, unless I came into the studio yo, I want to cook this because I really want to have this type of beat for this artist because I just want to experiment. Then cool, but I think I don't know. I feel that's what I would do, man.
Bro, you could just lie too. It's you could
that's
it doesn't matter. Just whatever it is, just label it. I do that all the time. All right,
me too.
And then the person is gonna
it's
sometimes
all.
I feel like people don't know what they want or what they hear until you tell them. You know what I mean? So it's like, oh yeah, maybe I could hear this. You know what I mean? So it's like,
That's what I
it
mean,
doesn't
dude.
have to be like exactly like that, you know? And it's another thing. It's like by the time you do label it as this, that artist is already somewhere else. You know what I mean? So you're not, now you're like 2 years behind. So it's like, just make what you make and then label it. Like it doesn't have to be like to the T. You know what I mean? Because chances are that artist is already past that. You know what I mean? So you
Have
really
have
don't know.
have you guys experimented at all with maybe artists who are not as big as some of these other people we were just mentioning, and just found an artist that you like and actually use some of your beats using their name to help them with their SEO, but also help grow them as an artist? That's something I've recommended to people. So I'm just curious if you guys have ever really.
I've never done this, but I remember I had one guy messaging me on Instagram how much it is if I upload a type beat with his artist name. That was pretty funny.
That's
crazy.
that's crazy. I didn't even
It's
think
crazy
about
marketing.
that.
That's a
I
gem.
was
Yeah.
like, wow, I've never heard about this, but yeah.
That could be another way of income. I'm not saying definitely do that, but I'm just saying like it's cool that we all go after, I guess, some of these bigger artists and people we like, but like tap into maybe somebody who is not. I'm not saying like they just started rapping or singing yesterday, but maybe they have a little audience, they have a little 30,000-40,000 monthly listeners. That's not little, actually. That's a pretty solid little base. But they're not doing a 500,000 monthly listeners on Spotify, something like that. Because what, in my opinion, what will happen is if you're working with these people and you truly believe in their music, and maybe not your whole catalog, but little segment, little things here and there, dude, they have a song that takes off. Guess who's going to pop up the search charts when people start looking for the beats?
Yeah.
So now you're investing in them, and you can build a cool relationship. So I was just curious. I always thought that'd be kind of a cool way to build with people too. But yeah, guys, so let me look at some of these other notes that I have overall. Obviously, you guys both hit 1 million streams. That's why we're on this show. Followers, listen, I don't really look too much into followers, but I'll just shout out that, Fewtile, you have 44.6. Pilotkid 18.4, pretty big difference, but both at 1 million streams. You guys pretty much almost the same amount of tracks up.
Ridiculous.
35,000 YouTube subs for you, Pilotkid, 116 for you. The point of me rambling and shouting all this stuff out is that there's not one way to get to 1 million streams on BeatStars and have success.
I actually find it quite interesting how you can get there like with only 18,000. That's like, it's crazy because I feel like for me it was pretty slow with all those big type beats I have, but I'm still, you know what I mean? Such explain.
I don't know. That's crazy. I don't know exactly where that is. I never thought about it like that.
Yeah. It's interesting, man. I like I said, this is like the 14th or 15th episode, and it's all different, man. Like, so I've had a producer, Versa, who's awesome. But he has one beat that has like 800,000 or 700,000 streams on Walk My Choppa. It was like one of the biggest beats in BeatStars history.
Wow.
Or at least over the last year or two. But then all his other beats are like lower, obviously, but he's over 1 million. He's, I think, way over 1 million now. But then I'll have somebody whose biggest beat only has 30,000 views, but they have like 30 beats that all have 20, 30,000 views. So it just shows you that one beat can really help you grow and build a bigger audience, or you can be more balanced. You can focus on a niche, like one artist on your tags. You can do anything you want. My whole point is you just do whatever you want that makes you happy, but have some type of strategy, right? You got to have some type of strategy in place and understanding of what you're doing, but still being able to find what makes sense for you. I don't think there's one roadmap to get there, and I think that's kind of what the investment of this show, is what it shows. So let me see what else I got here. So Fewtile, man, we went over the multi-million views on YouTube. Looking at your artwork, something I always like to talk about is branding and how important it is.
Yeah.
And I want to see kind of what thinking you had when you made all your stuff. You have solid colors on your images with little, like kind of in the middle, smaller, like different images that are on top of the solid colors. What's the strategy behind that? Or was there a strategy? Like, what's the overall thing?
Yeah, there definitely was a strategy. I really just wanted to do something else than everybody else, because like most people just take a picture, which is totally fine. I like that too, but I thought like maybe if I use GIFs, which I do, it attracts attention, because then something is moving. It's like it's different to the rest. So I thought maybe that's a cool idea, and I guess it worked. The only one who did this as well is Cody, I guess. So I kind of got inspired by him, to be honest. But yeah. That's pretty much.
Yeah, another dope producer, man, and dope member. So definitely.
Oh yeah, he was my main inspiration actually back then when I started with type beats.
Amazing. Yeah, dude. I think all this stuff is important too. Is it the number one thing? I don't know. Maybe not the number one thing, but like when I see that artwork, I can literally know it's your beat without even looking at your name, because that's you branded that to be part of what your rollout is. And I think
actually, sorry.
No. Go ahead, man. This is your show. I want you guys to talk. I'm just trying to spark convo.
But just thinking, because 1 year ago I started to even change it a little bit more, because I took the GIFs and then I matched the BPM, and then it's like pulsating while it's moving, and I thought it's pretty cool because I've never seen this before. And yeah, just wanted to add this.
No, man, I think it's smart. And something else that I noticed about your branding is your titles. Most of your beats, or at least the majority of the really successful ones, stream wise and like interaction wise, are very short, like 1 syllable, maybe 2 syllables. I don't know if you've picked up on that or if that was any type of strategy. I've talked to other producers where they have. Was that something you looked at because it's easy to remember? It's
not really, to be honest. I'm really like random when it comes to choosing names for beats. But yeah, I just think like usually when I listen to it, I try to catch the vibe of the beat, and like whatever comes to my mind, I usually use this as the name for the beat. Like whatever flows through my head.
Got it.
When I hear it. Yeah, it's pretty much.
I've just come to realize, or I guess maybe it's me, but I've noticed like majority of people's main beats are always like shorter titles. They're never long. They're always like these 1 syllable words that are easy. Like your top selling beat is called Bop. Like it's just just like all right.
Yeah, true.
So I don't know. It's just something that has stuck out to me over doing these shows. No, that's cool, man. So I wanted to touch on that, and then pilotkid, I had some notes for you too. So. And actually, this could be a question for both of you, but I really noticed this with you, pilotkid. Like, you pretty much tag all your beats on YouTube, and then obviously they're the same on BeatStars as free. Is this why is it important to do that? Like, what do you feel like putting free in your titles and offering free downloads? And again, Fewtile, if you do this too,
I started doing it again actually.
Okay, and so why do you got what's so important about it? Like, why do you feel like you need to do it?
Well, in the beginning, I used to rap for like 4 years, so those were the kind of I used that experience of like being a rapper and an artist, and I just kind of like I was like, okay, well, what I want to see, because I spent hours going through type beats and like I would do all that stuff. So I mean, all the ones that I liked had free in them, and personally, it was just like a way for me to be like just to help out other artists. You know what I mean? Like maybe some of these artists can't buy like a lease or like everything like that. You know what I mean? And it's just like I wanted it to make it as accessible as possible. Like, I didn't want anything to hold my career back, especially starting off. So it's like, if I don't make them free and nobody knows who I am, like I'm really only shooting myself in the foot. So that's why. And I just never took it off. So and I don't have any plans of doing that either. But
what do you get in exchange? Are you getting an email? Are you getting something? Or are you just literally just giving them away for free, tagged or untagged?
Free. Well, on BeatStars, I'm getting they want it free unless they like rip it straight off of YouTube. They have to go to my BeatStars, and it connects to my Twitter, and it connects to my BeatStars page, which I think drives a lot of traffic to my BeatStars. I'm not gonna lie, because like I don't have like that many followers. I guess there's like 40K and stuff like that, but like I definitely feel like that is a big reason why a lot of people like I could see the free downloads and stuff like that, and they have to get through both of those things to get to there. So yeah, that's another reason why, is because it's just driving traffic other places.
No, dude, I agree. I agree. A few times. I mean, is it the same thing with you? It's just really to drive up that traffic, give people the opportunity who maybe don't have the money. Are you collecting data? Are you getting emails or followers on Twitter or BeatStars or anything like that for your downloads?
Yeah, pretty much like to offer it for free as well. But I think Cash Money AP started it actually, right? With the free beats.
Yeah, and he would do anonymous guest downloads. Let everybody take it.
Yeah.
He wasn't collecting anything. I would not recommend that for the record, because I'm a big on return on investment type of person. Like there has to be some type of strategy in place to be like, okay, I gave away 1,000 beats, but I got 1,000 emails now. But it worked out for him. So listen, maybe he knows something I don't know, but I think there's a little luck involved with that. But yeah, he went crazy with it, man. He was also releasing like 3 beats a day at one point, I think. So
Damn.
That's crazy. Yeah, I pretty much did it like he did it. That's why. Yeah, I think for me, the people only have to follow me on BeatStars because I'm not really active on Twitter, so I'm not active there. So why should they follow me there? But yeah, actually, for a while ago, I took it away, the free, because I don't know if you know Oh Boy.
Mm-hmm.
The producer, I noticed that he doesn't do it, and I was like, okay, maybe I can get more sales if I take it away, so people think they have to buy it. But I noticed it doesn't really make any difference at all, so I started putting it in my titles again because yeah, my beats are still free for non-profit, so why shouldn't I put it there? And,
yeah. Listen, I think it was a smart decision, man, because I think sometimes, whether you're in the United States or in Germany where you are, or different places, there are countries out there where conversion rates, man, are way high. Like I know India for a fact, if $20 lease is, I don't know exactly what it is, but it's probably $60-$80. So there's a big difference. So you have to take that into consideration, and you can obviously change the prices of your beats for individual tracks. I wouldn't recommend doing that all the time, but you can. But this is where analytics comes into play and you understand. But overall, a strategy is to offer that free download to get something in return. And now you're not limiting people to getting your music if you're into that. Again, if you don't want to do it, then don't do it. But I've come to find that it's worked miracles for a lot of people. So okay, cool. Well, I was trying to get to the bottom of that, guys, and how you felt about the free downloads. Something else I wanted to point out too before we listen to some beats is you guys are both verified on BeatStars now. Pilotkid, I think you may have been verified before. Can't remember, but Fewtile, you're now verified on BeatStars. So congratulations, guys.
I'm verified now. That's awesome.
Yeah, you didn't even know. Listen, man. Oh, man. It's like a reveal party. We're doing a reveal party for you, man. We're gonna show
since today or
since today, man. Usually what I do is
awesome.
Before the shows, if someone's not verified, coming on my show, they usually get verified because listen, you guys have earned it. You've been here for years. You've been putting in the work. You've been trendsetters. You've been part of the community. These are all things we look at when we verify people. Not, how many placements do you have? That stuff is great. Don't get me wrong. But we look at a lot of different things than what Twitter and Instagram looks at to verify somebody. So long overdue. And congratulations, man.
Thank you.
Awesome. Yeah. Let's listen to some beats, man. I didn't realize it's 3:42 already. We got 18 minutes. Let me share my screen. I know people want to hear these beats.
What time is it in Germany? Just curious.
9:42.
It's but that's why it's so dark in here because it's pretty late.
I'm German. I got my little German boxing gloves.
Hey,
awesome.
Go.
My German brethren. All right, let's share this screen. All right. Put us on the side. When I play the beats, guys, just mute. And then after we go through one person's stuff, we'll talk about the beats real quick, and then I'll play the next person's stuff. So we're on Fewtile's page. You can see a little verification up here, man. We made the big leagues now. And we're just going to go through. So if people watching this don't know this, you can go to any person's account on Marketplace and just go to their tracks tab. And then you can actually sort by top sellings. This is all I do. This isn't some secret information I have to find out what are the best performing tracks for a producer. I would recommend doing this just to see what other producers are doing and what's selling for them. Or you could do it by views too. There is a view one. You can look at top most played, which is like top views. But we're going to do top selling. We're going to skip this featured track. And we're going to go 1, 2, 3. Pop, lifestyle, Balenciaga. I can never pronounce that word.
Yes.
look at this tag. It's just a hashtag.
Yeah, that was actually. I can explain why. It's after an update. I don't know, for some reason, some of my hashtags got deleted. I don't know why.
That's not good.
But I never went back to it. But maybe I should renew it actually, since I can see it.
Follow up with me after that, dude. We'll hit our support team up and figure that out for you. I don't know why that would happen.
It's fine though. I noticed like when I go back to the track and type it in again, it appears, so it's fine. I just
well,
go to the beginning.
Listen, we got this on recording now, so now I have evidence to go look it up later. So, all right, let's listen to Bop, and then we'll go through Lifestyle and the last one. I'm not going to try to say it again. Let's go.
Fewtile, Fewtile, Fewtile.
We'll play like 90 seconds of each one so we can fit in 3 tracks each, guys.
Fewtile, Fewtile, Fewtile,
This is my shit right here, man.
It's the one that started everything.
This joint goes. Crazy, man. Yo, has anybody jumped
Thank
on
you so
that,
much.
like mainstream wise, like Tyga or anybody else?
I wish. No, like a lot of people jumped on it. And there was actually one guy from Poland. He's called Cubic, I think. And I think it hit like 40 million on YouTube or something. It's crazy. It's like a major hit in Poland. But
Bro, we need to get Tiger on that joint, bro.
I wish that would be perfect.
That's
So many people commented it, like, where's
That's a
Tiger?
smash, dude.
That would be crazy.
Something I wanted to point out real quick, and I'm not shaming you at all, but pilotkid is part of the BeatStars Publishing, Sony and BeatStars Publishing. Fewtile, you are not. We would love to have you, man. This is my plea to you live on national television. Please join us. No, I'm joking, but we would love to have you, man. I know you're in a situation where we would love to have you if that ever ends.
I'm already at Warner Chapel, though.
We'll still help you, man. We're gonna try to get this joint to Tyga. I think this is smash, dude. That's a BeatStars success story for sure.
Thanks, thank you.
No problem at all, man. I'm just messing around with you, dude. No pressure, no pressure. But no, pilotkid is part of the publishing, man. We're happy to have him as well. Obviously, you guys are both BeatStars members. That's first and foremost. So we appreciate both of y'all. Let's listen to something.
Wait, before you play them.
Yeah. Go ahead.
The top three are completely different vibes.
I mean,
hilarious. The top three are like they sound.
It's cool though. Mine were pretty similar, so it's awesome.
Yeah, three bangers, bro. Those were crazy. I like that.
Thank you.
They were all nuts, man. So fire. All right, cool. Let's
Thank
check out Lucy. This is your big one, your top selling beat.
Yeah.
Let's go. This beat gives me the vibe like it's the last day of high school and you're getting ready to get out and go into the summer and just have fun with your friends. It just is like that happy, like, all right.
It's really, really good though.
Like,
I really like it.
Awesome.
Man, appreciate that. Yeah. Whoa, this is the one, bro.
I can already tell the vibes are different. I'm excited.
No sample. This is Logic, bro.
Nice.
Bro, I don't know why this one is so popular. This beat, I don't know why this beat is so popular. I feel like 10 minutes.
Let
It's
the
just a
people
little
be the judge.
This is what I'm saying. Like, you never know. You know what I mean? Like, you never know.
It's an easy beat to rap to, bro.
Yeah, it's just a little vibe, bro.
That's what I mean. It's a lot of pocket for an artist. I used to rap
Yeah.
too, man, so I understand what artists look for. So it's just easy to
Yeah.
ride.
It was inspired by bubblegum. I'm by not bubblegum. Orange soda, Baby Keem. So like, it's just an easy little vibe.
It's a dope vibe. I think it's interesting that your top two beats are like 90K and then the next one goes to 22K. 70K difference, but still top selling. It's crazy. Yeah, man. That was fun.
Nice.
That was fun. Guys, if you want to hear
Awesome.
more of their stuff, go to their pages. You can listen to this stuff all day if you want to. But just a little look into their top selling beats. That doesn't mean it's their newest beats or their oldest beats. So definitely dive into their catalogs and check out the rest of the stuff that they have. It's highly
I really
impressive.
like the first one. I can tell why it's so big on YouTube.
I appreciate that, bro. Thank
like-
you.
Fire.
Yeah.
Both of you guys, man,
You're welcome.
absolutely killed it. Guys, we're at the end of the
Thank
show
you.
already. The show goes so quick. It's great talking to you guys, but I always try to leave a couple minutes so you guys can kind of just say what you want to say. So, Fewtile, I'll start with you, man. Just talk to the people, let them know kind of what else you're working on right now, where to find you on social media or YouTube, and obviously BeatStars, and stuff like that. And then obviously, if there's any open, like if you're taking anybody on to collab with or work with, anything like that, just let people know if you're open to collaborating and stuff like that, and how to get in touch with you. So
Yeah, sure. My email is always open. Like, if anyone makes good loops and if it fits to my channel, everybody's welcome to send it to my email, which is youngfewtile@gmail.com. And yeah, what I'm working on right now, I really focus on sessions because it's so much fun. Like when I'm in the studio with artists, they can tell me what they want, and I don't know, like I make a beat, and then in the best case they like it, and then we make something really great, and that actually makes me really happy. Like it's way better than making beats at home, to be honest. Yeah, next to that, I just keep working on my BeatStars and my YouTube every day, pretty much, and yeah, that's what I'm focusing about at the moment.
dope, perfect.
Yeah.
What's your email? Did you say your email?
Yes. Should I spell it for you?
Yeah. Can you actually type in the chat on the right, or are you not able? It might just be us. If you can't, you can just spell it out.
It's youngfewtile@gmail.com. YUNGFEWTILE@gmail.com. So
Boom.
yeah,
There you go, man.
hit my emails, people.
There you go, man. Well, we appreciate you coming on and sharing all the knowledge, man, and sharing your music. We greatly
Yeah,
appreciate
thank you very
it.
much too. Thank you.
Yeah, no, of course, man. I got one more surprise though before we go. I'm gonna let pilotkid. Same question for you, man.
All right.
Socials, information, collabs, all that.
Yeah,
stuff.
always definitely send loops through all the time. I'm gonna type it out. I see I can type my email.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if you guys can type in that chat or not.
I don't know if that pops up, but oh wait, it says private chat though. Is that it?
Yeah, I can see it.
No, that's
Okay.
just for us, but it's okay.
Oh.
So Phase Minor Supreme just said Young Fewtile Gmail. Yep, that's it. You got that one, and then just spell it out, man. And I'm sure one
It's,
of these guys or girls in here will get it for us.
It's also just really quick. It's also in my bio on Instagram.
There you go.
Just saying.
Yeah,
Okay.
same here. It's also in mine. But actually, I just made a new one. Pilotkid.music, gmail.com. So probably use that one. Send loops, send whatever. Send your BeatStars so I know who to credit and collaborate, like in collaborations. So, yeah.
Love it. Well, dude, appreciate you jumping on too, man. Thanks for sharing all the information, the music. It's really appreciated. So one last thing I do on this show, to my knowledge, and you guys can tell me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. You guys have never collaborated, right? Never worked together.
No.
I challenge you guys to collaborate with each other, and then let me know when you do, and what
Let's
you cook
go for
up,
it.
and we'll make sure to repost it for you on the BeatStars page and do all that. But
Yeah.
part of the show is I like to try to put people from different places who maybe have never met or talked or had any interaction or collaboration and see what they can come up with. So that's my challenge. That's my challenge.
I'm so down for it.
Hell yeah.
Awesome.
You know.
That's what
Do you prefer melodies or drums?
Melodies. But I also have melodies too, so. But yeah.
All right.
You gotta-
Send me
you
a
gotta-
melody, and I'm gonna kill that.
Sure.
Dope. I'm excited, guys. Keep me
Sweet.
posted. I'm sure the chat wants to see this happen too.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, that's it. 4:00. Appreciate you guys again. Thanks for jumping on. Thanks to the chat for rocking out with us, asking some dope questions and being supportive. Fewtile, Pilotkid, man, thank you again and again and again. Enjoy the rest of your Wednesday. If you guys need anything, you can hit me up or hit us up, and we got you, bro. So
Thanks,
cool,
bro. Appreciate it.
Sweet.
Take care.
awesome.
Thank
All
you
right,
so
guys.
much.
Yep. See you guys.
Bye bye.